Hello, hi students. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss solutions for previous year MCET questions. To know the solutions for first 9 questions, check out my playlist. Okay, now let us go to our 10th question. What is 10th question? The potential difference between the points P and Q in the circuit is means so this is the point P, this is a circuit. In this circuit, this is point P and this is point Q. Now you have to calculate the potential difference between the point P and Q. Okay, now before going to this concept, you should know what do you mean by series connection and parallel connection. Now, when will you say that two resistors are connected in series? We'll say that two resistors are connected in series if the ending of one, that is ending of one of the resistor is connected to the starting of other. Okay, that is one condition, and other condition is current flowing through the two resistors should be same, that is same current should flow through the two resistors. Then we'll say that these two resistors are connected in series. If two resistors are connected in series, then the formula for effective resistance will be R effective will be equal to R1 plus R2, where R1 and R2 are the resistance values of the two resistors. Okay, next, when will you say that two resistors are connected in parallel? We'll say that two resistors are connected in parallel if the ending of the two resistors are connected to one point. Okay, similarly, the starting of the two resistors are connected to other point. Okay, then will other point, and the other condition is the current flowing through the two resistors should not be same. I should not be same. Then we will say that these two resistors are connected in parallel. And in the case of parallel combination, the formula for effective resistance will be 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Okay, now let us go to this circuit. Now in this circuit, you have to calculate the potential difference between P and Q. That is VPQ is equal to how much? Okay, now see, now let us see these two resistors, that is 2 ohm resistors and 6 ohm resistor. The ending of this 2 ohm resistor is connected to the starting of 6 ohm resistor. Okay, and the other point is see, now here 1.5 ampere current is flowing. At this junction, what will happen? The current will split into three parts like this. The current that is entering into this resistor will enter into this 6 ohm resistor. That is, the current that is entering to 2 ohm resistor will enter into 6 ohm resistor. That is, 2 ohm and 6 ohm have same current, and the ending of one is connected to the starting of other. That means these two are in series. Okay, since these two are in series, then the effective resistance of these two will be 6 plus 2 ohm, that is equal to 8 ohm. Okay, next let us go to this 4 ohm resistor and 12 ohm resistor. The ending of 4 ohm resistor is connected to the starting of 12 ohm resistor, and same current will flow from 4 ohm and 12 ohm. That is, these two are again in series. That means the effective resistance of these two will be 12 plus 4, that is R1 plus R2, that is equal to 16 ohm. Okay, now this diagram will be converted like this. That is, so this is my starting point. From this, three connections came. Okay, so this is current I, which is equal to 1.5. I is equal to 1.5 amperes. This current split into three parts. This entire thing, okay, I can replace this entire thing with single resistor of resistance 8 ohm. Okay, this 3 ohm will be like this only. Similarly, this 4 ohm and 12 ohm can be combined in series, and I'll replace these two resistors with a single resistor whose resistance value is equal to 16 ohm. Okay, whose resistance value is equal to 16 ohm. Now, so if you see these three, that is 8 ohm, 3 ohm and 16 ohm, what happened? The startings of these three are connected to this point. Similarly, the ending of these three are connected to this point. Okay, and the current flowing through this 8 ohm, 3 ohm and 16 ohm are not equal. That means these three resistors are connected in parallel. Okay, this is my P point, this is my Q point. Now, in the case of parallel combination, the formula for effective resistance will be 1 by R effective is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. In our case, this is R1, this is R2, this is R3. Then what will I get? 1 by R effective will be equal to 1 by 8 plus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 16. Okay. Now, if I solve this, LCM is 48. Here I'll get 6. Here I'll get 16 threes. Here I'll get 3. That is equal to 25 by 48. That is 1 by R effective value. Then the value of R effective will be equal to 48 by 25 ohm. Okay, the value of R effective will be 48 by 25 ohm. Now this entire circuit, okay, that is this entire circuit can be replaced like this. That implies, now this is my P point. Instead of these three resistors, I am substituting these three resistors with a single resistor, okay, whose resistance value is 48 by 25 ohm, and this is my Q point. Now what are we supposed to calculate? We are supposed to calculate the potential across PQ, that is VPQ. And we know that the current flowing through this P point is 1.5 ampere. Okay, so 1.5 ampere current is flowing through a resistor of 45 by 25 ohm. You have to calculate VPQ. So if you apply Ohm's law, the formula for VPQ will be VPQ is equal to IR. That is, V is equal to IR, where I is the current flowing, which is nothing but 1.5. R is the resistance, which is equal to 48 by 25. Okay, that is equal to, if you solve this, you will get a value of 2.88. So the potential difference across P and Q will be equal to 2.88 volts, which is D in our option. Okay, so now let us go to our next sum. Our next sum is, what is our next sum? Our next sum is two wires of equal diameters, length L1, L2, and having resistivities S1 and S2 respectively are joined in series. The equivalent resistivity of the combination is, okay, now so these are two what you call wires, and these two wires are connected in series. Now if these two wires are connected in series, you have to calculate the equivalent resistivity. Okay, now what did he give? He gave that these two wires have equal diameters. That means the area of cross section of these two wires will be equal. That is, A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A, and their lengths are L1, L2, and their resistivities are S1 and S2. Now these two are connected in series. Now what you have to calculate? You have to calculate the equivalent resistivity. So let me take the equivalent resistivity as S. You have to calculate its value, and the total length as L, which is equal to L1 plus L2. Okay, now you have to calculate the equivalent resistivity, and it is given that these two are joined in series. Okay, these two are joined in series. Now we know the formula for effective resistance. We know the formula for resistance of a conductor as R is equal to rho L by A, where rho is the resistivity of the resistor, L is the length of the conductor or resistor, what it may be, A is the area of cross section. Okay, now, and we know that when two resistors are connected in series, the formula for R effective will be R effective is equal to R1 plus R2. Now, if I apply this formula to the first wire, I'll get R1 as R1 is equal to rho, that is S1 into length L1 by A1. Similarly, I'll get R2 as R2 is equal to, that is nothing but the resistivity of second wire, S2 into L2 by A2. Now, see, we know the diameters are equal, that is A1 is equal to A2 is equal to A. That means this formula will become like this, S1 into L1 by A. Similarly, this formula will become like this, S2 into L2 by A. Okay, now let me take the resistance of the combination as R. Now the formula for R will be R is equal to S, which is nothing but the total resistivity into L1 plus L2, which I'll take it as L by A, which is nothing but area of cross section. So the area of cross section of the combination will be still again A only. Okay, now these two are connected in series. That means I can write like this, R is equal to R1 plus R2. If I substitute this 1, 2 and 3, what will I get? That implies S into L by A is equal to R1. S1 into L1 by A plus S2 into L2 by A. This A will get cancelled. S2 into L2 by A. This A will get cancelled. Then what will I get? That implies S into L is equal to S1 L1 plus S2 L2. S can be written as S is equal to S1 L1 plus S2 L2 by L, where L is nothing but L1 plus L2. L is nothing but L1 plus L2. That is equal to S1 L1 plus S2 L2 by L1 plus L2. So which is our option A. Okay. Now let us go to our next sum. Our next sum is the color code for a resistance is 22 ohm plus or minus 5%. Okay. Now you have to say the color code of this resistor. Okay. Now let me arrange this like this. That is, what did he give? He gave the value of resistance as 22 ohm plus or minus 5%. I'll modify like this. That is 22 into 10 power 0 plus or minus 5%. Now if you see, this is my first digit, this is my second digit, this is my tolerance, this is my multiplier and this is my tolerance. So first digit is 2, second digit is 2 and my multiplier is 10 power 0 and my tolerance is 5%. Okay. If you see the color code chart, the color corresponding to 2 is red. Okay. And the color corresponding to second digit, that is 2, is again red. And the color corresponding to multiply 10 power 0 is black. And the color corresponding to tolerance of 5% will be gold. Okay, so the color code for my resistor will be red, black and gold. Okay, so now to know this color code and to know the colors, you see the link given in the description. If you feel that this video is useful, kindly share to your friends. If you have any doubts or suggestions, you can comment me in the comment section. Do like and subscribe, because your single like and comment will encourage me for making better videos. Thank you.